Novak Djokovic is used to being the centre of attention when he takes to a court, and today the world watched one of his biggest victories to date. A federal court judge ruled the decision to cancel his visa was unreasonable and immediately freed the tennis superstar.
After 20 Grand Slams, this might be Novak Djokovic's most historic victory, and one that few saw coming. Judge Kelly of the Federal Circuit Court quashing the government's decision to cancel Novak's visa after procedural issues were found in how he was treated at Melbourne Airport by Border Force.
We send you hard, Serbian, Novak Djokovic. We love you.
The decision giving the controversial world #1 entry to Australia for now.
Let's Novak play, please.
From the hard court to the federal court, the case of Novak Djokovic has evoked much emotion. But while the focus has largely been on what you might think of vaccine mandates, that wasn't actually the question in front of Judge Kelly this afternoon. Instead, he was asked to consider whether the deportation of Novak Djokovic in the early hours of January the 6th was done lawfully. Among the dozens of Novak fans assembled outside court, it was clear what position they were urging the judge to take.
They should be let in play. This is the no court Novak is supposed to be. It should be Glava Arena court. That's where he play. This is his weapon. That's where he's the best.
After 34 years down under, Mick Mijanovic is a proud Aussie who remains just as proud of his Serbian heritage and prouder still of his homeland's most famous athlete.
That's national hero. We can't actually describe the one. He's the one give us why way to go, hard to fight, never stop.
Mick was motivated to travel to court today after seeing pictures of Novak's current detention centre, Melbourne's Park Hotel.
They keep him there like prisoner and everything. That's disgusting. That's against any human law and everything. It's not nice. That's no image for us. That's no good image for all of us over here in Australia, my friend.
The display of passion by Australia's Serbian community just one small element of what has become an international incident. While at home, many backed the decision to stop the unvaxxed athlete from entering our shores, the fiasco ended in a court hearing to determine whether our politicians understood their own travel rules. The in-court action began with Novak's legal team serving up that the world #1 had done absolutely everything that he understood was required in order for him to enter Australia. Following that, with an unexpected ace, successfully winning the right for Novak to leave detention to watch proceedings. But in the second set, government lawyers hit a strong forehand return, telling the court that Border Force had powers under the Migration Act to make decisions for the health, safety and good order of the Australian community. Novak's entry relied on 3 key documents. 1, his temporary visa granted on November 18. 2, a letter from the Chief Medical Officer of Tennis Australia on December 30, which contained a medical exemption from COVID vaccination. And 3, a document from the Federal Home Affairs Department dated January 1 that he met the requirements for quarantine-free travel. After viewing the material, Judge Kelly asked the court, what more could this man have done?
This is not a very simple case. It's actually quite a complex case.
Professor Don Rothwell, an international law expert at Australian National University.
One prospect is that the Australian government seeks to appeal, which could see the matter drag on for another week or so.
One of Novak's key claims was that he wasn't given procedural fairness. Djokovic's lawyers say the notice of intention to cancel his visa was issued at 4:11 a.m. on January 6 and that he was offered 20 minutes to consider it. According to his timeline, Djokovic asked to delay things until 8:30 so he could contact Tennis Australia and figure this out, and then accepted an offer of some time to rest. While a bed was being prepared, Djokovic was approached by 2 border officials around 5:23 a.m. Novak says he told them that he wanted some help and legal support and advice from his representatives who are currently sleeping, and he claims the officials then told him the sooner they make a decision, the better. Djokovic says he was then taken to his bed around 5:30 but awoken 30 minutes later and pressured by the officials to restart their interview. Novak says he felt he had no choice and continued the interview, which led to the official decision being made regarding his deportation at about 7:40 a.m. Yet even now that Novak's lawyers have proved border force served up a fault, experts say the immigration minister is still the chair umpire on these matters and could step in to stop Djokovic from returning to the court he's more familiar with.
Even if he does win, the government lawyers have still indicated that the minister retains their capacity under the Migration Act to cancel a visa, which could still result in Djokovic's deportation.
It'll be interesting to see how Australians judge him when he hits that other court at the Australian Open next week. Stay tuned.